Hi, Dennis. Nice to meet you.
Hey, Alex. Nice to meet you.
So, been a massive fan of yours for years. Love your books, and was a little surprised when I saw this because I consider myself a pretty big fan of serial killer and true crime, and this is a story that I was not familiar with. I was tempted to look online and find information about it, but as I got deeper and deeper into watching the show, I was just so engrossed by the stories that were going on. I just didn't want to find out anything. I just wanted to watch the show. How did you get involved with this story?
It was brought to me by when I was still over at HBO, when the project was still at HBO. And the producer, Carrie Antholis, asked me to take a really hard look at it. I didn't want to because I was kind of put off by the subject matter and the title. It was Inside with the Devil. And I thought, oh, that just told me everything I need to know. And that's one of the reasons I changed the title. It's a good title for a book, but it wasn't a good title for a show. And then after I really looked at the material, I thought, oh, there's a really rich story here. I can mine. I can tell you, I like this idea of these two guys just playing chess for 6 episodes, for the most mortal stakes of all, whether one of them gets out of prison or neither of them do.
And there's multiple stories that are going on here. You've got the serial killer story, and then you've got a really gritty prison story. And there's been such a great history of films that are set in prisons and set in that environment. There was kind of an immediacy in this story that it just felt a little bit more realistic than we may have seen before. Was that important in portraying that part of the story on screen?
Well, my late brother was a prison captain, so I'd heard a lot of stories about the world. So yeah, I wanted to get everything as grounded and real as I could, because the story itself is so fantastic, fantastical in a lot of ways. This has never happened before or since, and there's a reason for it, because they found out later that it was highly illegal. And if anything had happened to Jimmy Keene, serious, mortal, then there would have been a lot of people losing their jobs at the very least. So yeah, I like to ground everything I have in as much. The first thing I ever do when I take on a story like this is where the really normal things. What's the really normal? I even did that with the potential serial killer. The first way I got into his head was through the normal things he did, his hobbies.
And with this story being so incredible and making such a great cinematic type of story, was there a lot of fictionalization to the story that needed to be done, or was this mostly what was in the story in the book?
This is mostly what happened. I'll give you the one trunk. What we took was the Miller and Macaulay storyline in the present day as they race against the clock. That was actually a lot of other people. That wasn't just the two of them. Miller wasn't even involved at that point. But Miller's apprehension of Larry, that's all 100 factual. The stuff that happened with Jimmy in the prison with Larry, I added the emotional and psychological resonance to that. I don't think it was as much about Jimmy confronting some of his own darker parts as it's portrayed in the show. But I needed to tell a captivating story. So, but the facts are the facts.
Awesome. Well, it's a wonderful story. I can't wait for people to check it out. I really loved it. And thank you for your time.
Thank you very much. Thanks.
Have a good day.
I never wanted this for you. I wanted a totally different life. A steady paycheck, kids, a family.
Dad,
Tell me there's a way out of this. Not a quick one.
We would like you to transfer to another prison and befriend someone to elicit a confession.
We suspect that this man killed 14 women, but we only have one of the bodies.
Larry has vivid dreams.
Tell me about him.
In my dreams, I kill women. Those are just dreams.
In this prison, we're the guys.
Maximum security specializing in the criminally insane.
You want me to check into hell and befriend the demon. Not for all the money in the world.
How about freedom? Paul's conviction's on appeal. He could win and walk. You had the chance to stop him. Don't approach him too early or he'll know we sent you for him.
Why are you looking at me like that? Like you know me.
If it gets out that you're here to snitch, that's going to be a very unfortunate day.
Accelerate your timetable. If he walks, he'll kill. Again and again.
If you think you could be in danger, you are in danger.